welcome back and share with some other guy. It's another episode of Striking Distance. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very tired from sparring. Just got wrestled for 5 rounds.
Brother.
But I'm here with number 2 in the world, Featherweight, BKFC, Nathan Rivera. Clap it up, 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 clap it up. All right, we don't have that much time because I took a lot of time to get ready, but I do want to ask you some questions. First and foremost, for those of you who don't know, Nate, he does BKFC. He's a fucking animal, fucking monster. Fucking shut up in BKFC. Right now, what's the record?
5-0.
5-0. Fucking shit up. We're working on 6-0. But first, Nate did MMA.
Right? Yeah.
First, you did MMA. I'll post his MMA highlight.
He needs some milk.
But you did do MMA first. What drew you into BKFC?
I mean, it wasn't even like it wasn't really a big like decision. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go switch and do this. Like I had done amateur MMA for the longest. I got into amateur boxing. I switched gyms, did a bunch of amateur boxing in between my MMA fights, but it wasn't like I fell in love with boxing. It was really fun, but it wasn't like to pursue boxing. I was just doing amateur like USA boxing, and you know how boxing is like the sparring is more intense and everything's different. So I kind of fell in love with that. But it was just like I'm using this to aid my MMA
career.
Right. And then I went pro in MMA, and then I was just like, man, like, you know, like I already had another fight lined up, and like I was just ready to go down that route. And then BKFC came around, and we, you know, were corresponding back and forth, and they had given me a fight offer, and I was trying to convince Brantley. I was like, bro, just one. And he was like, no, dude, no, you've done so much time in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, kicking.
You were good at MMA.
Like he was like, dude, let's not do this, man. Let's just stick with MMA. You've put so much time. And he was like, all right, let's just one. You know, and I convinced him to just doing one. And I was like, look, I'm trying to get like a bag. Let's just go do it. Let's go back to MMA. And it was just so much fun, bro. Like it was so fun. And then Brantley was like, all right, after this, you know, we're gonna go back to wrestling, jiu-jitsu, whatever. And I just never went back. I just kept the boxing shoes on, and then 4-0. I'm sorry, and then 2-0, and then after this, the 2-0 when they offered me another fight, and after that, I started going, oh, dude, I must be able to run through these guys real quick. Let's just see what's up. And then next thing you know, it's a full-time job.
I feel that. What's your biggest influence outside of fighting?
Like for my sport or just in general?
Just in general.
Oh man, there's a lot of guys that influence me. I mean, you know, out of fighting, there's so many guys in here that influence me in my fighting career and also in my personal career. Right? Like Diego is a big inspiration. Coach Brantley is a big inspiration. Like dude, he's got the life, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, he's got farmland, he's got horses, he's got just his life is just set up so cool, bro. The property, his family, like it's just he gets to come in here every day with his kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hang out with his kids all day. He homeschools his kids. He comes to the gym with them. He works. They're over there doing jiu-jitsu together. Like it's just an awesome dynamic. You know, my dad is someone that inspires me. There's a couple guys from my church where I'm just like, man, these are strong men of God. Like I'm trying to get like these guys, you know? And then ultimately, you know, this fighting, it'll go quick, man. You know, it'll go quick. I mean, we got, I don't know, I'm 28, so I got till I'm maybe 38. Yeah. You know, if I don't get hit a lot. Yeah. So it's like, you got 10 years. I'm trying, man. I stay away from this guy.
Stop the cap.
That's how I not get hit.
You know what's crazy? I would probably say the first 7 months coming to ATT, and I sparred you, I couldn't touch you. Couldn't touch you.
I don't want to hear that,
bro. I promise you, I walked in. I remember the first time me sparring you, and I was just like, that's when I knew it was level. All right, back at it because my camera equipment sucks. But to you, what is the most underrated skill in bare knuckle fighting that fans don't appreciate? I know mine.
I would probably say footwork.
I was gonna say defense.
Defense. Yeah, I mean, so it's like, dude, there's, you know, I watch a lot of film. I study a lot of film, and you try to watch. Like I watch a lot of boxing film, and some of it's just not applicable, right? Like blocking on the guard, and like defense against a taller fighter, for instance. Like right now, this month, I'm focusing on taller fighters, right? That's just like I'll do month by month film study, and this one, it's taller fighters, orthodox southpaw, power punchers, ones with short arms, long arms, but just taller fighters in general. And I'm always a taller fighter, right? So when I look at these different things, I'm like, okay, I have to like develop this. Some of the stuff I just can't use, right? Because a lot of it's blocking on the guard. So I would say your footwork is so important in bare knuckle, and it's kind of, if you know ball, you're like, okay, yeah, that guy's footwork is nasty, bro. Because you can just prevent so many situations. Like, I don't need to move my head. I don't need to parry. I don't need to block.
Yeah.
I can just use elite footwork and just completely take myself out of there. So I think footwork, but when you say defense in general is huge, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, this game, dude, it can be over a jab. Like, if somebody lands a jab on you, you have to go, okay, this fight could be over. Because you get a cut on the eye, it's over with. You know what I mean? It's done.
I think, I know your last fight, you dislocated his jaw. I'm going to put a clip.
We need some milk.
Clipped him crazy. But dislocated his jaw. So I've noticed, right? Because I also watch film. I'm not to sound like a fanboy, but I do watch film on you.
Yeah.
Every fight, at least for me, it seems like you being sharper and
Yeah.
sharper and sharper. So, do you feel like it's more so training, more so mindset? What do you feel that makes you just get better?
I mean, so I think right now I'm in the perfect gym because a lot of bare knuckle guys that have an MMA background, right? They're not totally like a pure boxer. Like if you look at any of the guys I fought, they've fought in MMA before, right? I fought like really high level boxers, but like majority is MMA guys, right? So, and here, if I can get these MMA guys to box with me, I kind of get the best of both worlds, right? Like I have elite training partners that push me, and they also give me the same look, right?
Yeah.
They give me that same square body. So, obviously it's a big attest to them that, leveling up and trying to do these different things. But also, like, I didn't have this like crazy long boxing career. I had 5 amateur fights. So like I'm still learning these things about like boxing, bare knuckle boxing and fighting, and that like I'm still growing. I've only had 6 professional fights. So every time I go in there, I get a little bit more confidence. And I think it is the mindset too. Like I remember, recently quitting my job being a full-time athlete.
Clap it up for that. Clap it up for that. Hell yeah, that's the goal. Clap it up for that. Yeah.
I didn't think that it would be like the 2 days are lit. Like going to practice in the morning, recovering, going to practice in the afternoon, sometimes 3 days. But it's like not having, like I was in an outside sales job, so I was always on like my work phone, constantly people hitting me up, managing this, managing that, doing all of this. When I put that down and walked away from that job, it was like you've ever felt like okay, my back's against the wall right now. Like I have to make this work. It was so clear. In my first practice, I was like, oh crap, I just walked away from a really good job. That I could sustain for the rest of my life. It's easy. I'm pretty good at it. Like I just walked away from it. So it gave me this backs against the wall type of motivation I've never experienced before. And then on top of that, not having all those distractions, like I wake up and it's just like, how do I improve fighting? It's a one thing. So that has really helped me get sharp. And I haven't even been able to show that. Like I haven't even been able to fight as a full-time fighter yet. So like I'm really excited for the next one because it's gonna be nuts, man.
Yo, I definitely feel that. And like I said, bro, I was very proud when you posted, bro. I was super fucking proud. That's the dream. Dude. Like and I'm a big advocate on fuck that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I'm a big advocate on like if it's making you money, even if it's not making money, but chase that.
Yeah.
So
and it's scary, bro. Like you know how it is like changing jobs or choosing career path and changing career paths. Like it's scary, bro. And like, a big inspiration to me was Cody Durden. Like, I remember this video before I even trained here because I made my MMA debut when he was headlining the card for NFC. And I saw this video when he got into the UFC. He quit his job and he was like, "Here's all my pay stubs." Like, he was a lineman and I was in lineman work at the time, like in the warehouse, right? And he like connected some wires or something. He's like, "That's the last time I'm ever gonna do that." You know what I mean? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to get like that. So I had that. Malcolm Wellmaker's another one that's like from that blue collar world, like you and I were in. Yeah, and it's like him walking away from his job. I'm like, holy crap. I was just telling Brantley, I said, I was so motivated to get here. And I said, now that I'm living this life, bro, I'm double the amount of motivation to stay. Because I don't ever want to go back now, bro. I'm ruined. I'm ruined, bro.
I definitely feel that.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So your last fight, we talked about you dislocating your opponent's jaw. So for me, right, when I usually cause damage, I noticed something.
Yeah.
When it did happen, what did you notice?
Honestly,
Was it right away? Was it like, ooh, his jaw's done?
I mean, I know I connected hard, but I didn't really know. It just happened so fast. Like, even if you watch the film, I bounced back and I shot it out, right? And even the announcers, they were like, oh, that was a big overhand by Stratum. Like, they didn't even know that I had snuck one in there. So it just happened so fast. But then when I saw him, like, turning, and he put his hand out like that, he's a good guy, you know what I mean? I wasn't going to send a follow-up shot. I knew he was going to take a knee. Then I was like, okay, he might be messed up, bro. You know what I mean?
What do you think your game plan was going in that? Well, excuse me, not what do you think. What was your game plan going into that?
Oh, man, it was we knew he had a good left hand, like a big looping left hook. He dropped a lot of people with it. It was really utilize my speed because I knew I was so much faster than him. So it was utilize my speed and keep him on the outside. I think he was 5'7". I'm 5'11", so it's not crazy difference, but it's a substantial. And his reach was 70 inches, and mine's 74 and a half. So I had like a couple inches on each hand. So just kind of utilize that gift that God gave me and shoot it from the outside. And if he gets close, and just kind of clinch him up and force a separation, and then do it all over again.
I like that. So look, your last fight, not your last fight, the fight before last, you got dropped. I'm sorry.
It was a slip. I'll send you the slow-mo for the stream.
Okay.
It was a slip.
It looked like a drop to me.
It was a slip. It was a slip.
All right.
But I technically took an A-count, so I was dropped. I'll give it to him. Alex Castro's a dog, too.
He's an animal.
He's a dog,
a fucking animal.
He's a dog.
All right, so
Scary ass, bro.
yeah, he does look fucking scary.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was
All
like,
the fucking tattoos, I was like,
bro,
Jesus
hit him in his
Christ.
head, bro, and he would just
I know,
go
bro,
down. I was
know.
beaming off his
know.
forehead, and I was like, dude, my
I
hands
know.
are cooked, and he just looked like a tank, bro.
So, all right, so you could say it was a slip. All right. You could say it was a slip. All right, that's fine.
But I did take an A-count, so I technically was downed. I was a downed opponent.
Yeah, technically. So when you do slip like that,
Yeah.
or if you do take a heavy shot, or if you do just mess up, how do you bounce back? Like for instance, because I've knocked people down and they've got up and have not been the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. So knowing the rule set, I knew they called that 8-count. You know, immediately that was a slip. And then they called an 8-count, and I knew immediately I lost that round. Because that's just how it goes. If you get dropped,
of course.
you
It's
lost
over,
that round, right? And like on paper. So I was like, okay, bro, I need to get that back, obviously, you know. It just didn't change much for me, man, honestly. Like there wasn't a big Rocky thing in your head, you know, like I gotta go. Like it was just like, all right.
Yeah.
Just keep putting, you know what I mean?
I
Like
got you.
for me personally, like I didn't really, in my head, I was like, I gotta get that back. But that was it.
I got you. So, and me personally, sparring you multiple times, one of the hardest right hands I've ever taken. I'm dead serious. One of the hardest right hands. I'm telling you, bro, my fucking ear was hurting for like a week. But for me, you mix clean technique with the grit. Like it's not only the smoothness with the footwork and the defense, it's also offense.
Yeah.
Right? Do you like me? For me personally, I haven't seen bare knuckle fighters do that. Do you feel like that separates you from bare knuckle fighters, or do you feel like you just kind of want to fall into that niche of just heavy slugging?
I mean, I think at the top, if you look at the top 5 of all of these weight classes, you're gonna find a good mix of grit and technique. And I think everyone's tough up there. I think they're all really technical too. So I'm kind of excited to start fighting these guys in the top 5 because I'm gonna get met with that. Like I can't just out slick everybody, you know. So they're really slick too. So I'm kind of excited. Like Brantley's like, look, we leave the same way we come here. He says that to me every fight. We leave the same way we come here. No cuts, no nothing. You're slick, you're fast. I'm always like kind of craving that dog fight. Like I want to get in that dog fight. Like I'm trying to be, not necessarily trying to be leaking and going back and forth, but like I haven't even been able to show that gear to click into. You know, like I haven't been able to show of overcoming a ton of adversity because they haven't even been able to come close. So like I'm really excited to fight these guys they're slick, they're gritty, they have technique, they have experience. Because then I'm like, dude, y'all haven't even seen. Y'all haven't even seen the second gear, bro. I'm trying to kick it in the second gear.
I feel that. All right, last question because Nate has to go and I took 45 minutes.
You could.
But last question. So, in my experience sparring you, right? When I first came here, My big, I'm gonna say, what's the word I'm looking for? The biggest difference I've seen between you and BKFC fighters is, one, your promotion. The
Yeah.
way you promote shit, even in the ring with the fucking newspaper,
Yeah.
fucking hilarious. That shit was great. Two, also, and I do want to emphasize this to other fighters who I've seen wanting to get into BKFC, the punishment. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen BKFC fighters go to war break. For instance, Mike Perry.
Yo, yeah.
A fucking animal.
Animal.
What would you say to people who want to get into BKFC, but, hear me out, but are taking too much damage?
I mean, so superficially, bare knuckle looks worse than it is, right? Superficially, like cuts and this and that. But you ask anybody in this entire gym if they would rather take a bare knuckle punch to the face or a round kick to the head.
Bare knuckle.
Any day, bro.
Any day.
Or okay,
Any day.
bare knuckle fist, bare knuckle uppercut, or a straight right, or a hook, or whatever, a strong punch, or a flying knee.
Strong punch. Any
It's strong
day.
punch any day. So it's like superficially, I think it is the worst because you have more lacerations and cuts and whatnot. But like to the brain, it's a little bit better. I'm not saying to go fight with your face, but what I'm saying is like, if someone wants to get into bare knuckle, defense is king, bro. Defense is king in any combat sports, but especially in here, defense is king. And then also like knowing the difference between bare knuckle and boxing, and knowing the difference between bare knuckle and MMA. It's a whole different sport. There's a different rule set. People always say this, but like speed is king, right? Like there's a lot less ways to slow down somebody in bare knuckle. Like grappling, you can grind them out on the cage, put them down, wear their arms out, right? Like wrestle them for 2 rounds, their arms are going to be a little bit heavier, right? Like bare knuckle's a little bit different, right? There's a ref in there that if you wrap up, the ref's going to separate you. If you're getting overwhelmed, you can take a knee. So it's like, it's a whole different sport. So knowing the difference between taking a sport, but yeah, bro, knowing the difference between MMA and boxing and bare knuckle is important, So like learning the rule set, watching the fights, getting fully immersed. I see MMA fighters. This is where I see people kind of fall off, right? Bare knuckle fighters that want to do bare knuckle sometimes, and then they want to go to MMA, and then they want to go to boxing. It's like my coach always said, when you go pro in one discipline, and like that's your thing, and like fully commit to it, because when you get to the top levels, these people aren't going to do MMA. They're not going to do boxing. They're not going to do a karate combat or a dirty boxing. Like they're committed to their one thing. So that's kind of why what I would say is figure out what you want to do. It doesn't mean you can't deviate, but figure out what you want to do and fully immerse yourself in that. Like I don't do jiu-jitsu when I'm in camp, I don't touch the mats like that. I'll do it, like I'll do jiu-jitsu once or twice a month just so I can remember like a little something. Yeah. But like that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. So fully immerse yourself in the sport that you want to do.
Copy.
Copy. We can run through more, bro. You good? You
sure?
I promise, bro. I promise. Yeah, you're good.
All right. Never mind. We have more time, y'all. We have more time. Fuck it. Why'd you hit me with that right hand that one day?
Probably because you hit me with one, bro. Probably because you hit me with one.
All right. Another question. So, moving 5-0, where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Man, 5 years from now.
Whether it be in the sport, whether it be in life.
Yeah.
Just where do you see yourself in general?
5 years. I mean, I would say probably like a 2-division world champion is where I see myself. I don't have any interest in going above 55, and I don't have any interest in going below 45. I really want to ride between those two and get a world title in 45 and maybe defend it once or twice and then jump up to 55. The cuts are brutal. I walk around 175 and I fight at 45. So it's rough, bro. So, 5 years from now, I think I'll be a 55er and just be riding there, less on the body. And, outside of fighting, I'd like to have a couple kids. I'd like to kind of get in like investment properties and get a house and kind of like what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out me. Shout out me.
Get a house and start renting it out and kind of eventually get another house and start making some like passive income outside of fighting.
And I love that, bro. I love that. And I mean, shit, you're on the right track. You quit your job. You're fighting full time. You're on the right track. As far as legacy.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
Man, honestly, it's not even like we're all gonna die, bro. We're gonna die. No one's gonna remember in 100 years from now. They might remember our names, and if they do, it's not gonna matter to us because we're gonna be dead. So my legacy that I would want to leave is just that you can do. Like, it was a big thing for me to like be a full-time fighter. I always told myself, like, I want to be a full-time fighter. I want to prove to myself that I can do this, right? That if you really love something, you can find a way to make a living for it, right? So kind of like leaving that for the next generation is like, if you truly love something, it could be art, it could be, you know, dealing with plants, it could be being a coach, it could be doing something super specific like chess or whatever, you know? You can make a living at it if you figure out how to do that, and then you pursue it, you can do it. And then also just leaving the fact that, like, because we're fighters and it's barbaric looking, it's a sport, you can still have your values and your morals, and you can still be a man of God, and then go do the things that we do. And this is a sport between two consenting adults. This isn't about violence. This isn't about hurting somebody.
I think it's art.
It is 100%.
Like, I don't think, like, people I've talked to, they're like, oh, you fight and that's so violent. I'm like, it's really art.
It's a sport,
I'm not
bro.
saying I'm like, oh yes, I love getting hit. I don't.
Yeah.
But it's art style, footwork, slipping, jabbing, moving, controlling the distance. That's all art style to me.
Yeah, 100%. And it really is. I always say this too, man. If you had an area that had tennis over here, you had baseball over here, you had basketball over here, and you had football over here, and a fight broke out over here, everyone's gonna go watch that sport. It doesn't matter what's going on, you're gonna go watch the fight.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh shoot, someone's fighting.
Yeah.
It's the most primal, real sport, fighting. I mean, it's like the first, you know, back in the day, Olympics, like wrestling, fighting, like that was the first sport, you know? So it's like, it's really primal. And if you have never fought, you don't understand.
You don't get it. Yeah,
you don't get it. You don't get it. Like, sparring on a Monday night, as a man, you need that.
Yeah,
you need that, like, oh man, this is like real world adversity. Stuff out there after that is not really too pressing, bro. When you fight somebody and you're real life fighting adversity, someone cuts you off, you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, literally.
Whatever. You know,
Literally.
that's cool, man. You know.
You're not lying. So, message to your future kids, if you have anything to say.
Man. Message to the future kids.
Don't look at me. Look at your
I'm
camera.
trying to think.
Your kids.
Oh, yeah, that's
kids,
my own.
Yeah, your kids.
Message to my future kids. Oh, man.
Your dad's an animal.
Man, I would just say,
dog.
keep God at the center of everything you do, and you'll be good. That's it. Keep God at the center. If it's in fighting, if it's in relationships, if it's in your career, if it's in hard times, good times, and your finances, keep God in the center, and you'll be good.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. All right. This officially last question. So, Nate, I understand that everybody's going to die. There's always a legacy somebody wants to live by. Everybody wants somebody to remember them. Whether you do fighting, art, like you said, work with plants, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right? You always want somebody to remember you. If you had 3 words, right, what do you want people to remember Nate by?
3 words?
3 words.
I would say, I try to leave every interaction, I try to leave that person better, or that situation or that area better than when I got into it, right? If you're in a park, try to leave it a little bit better than when you got there. Yeah. If you are having a conversation with your friend or a person, try to leave them a little bit better than when you found them. So I would say, man, 3 words. I would say honesty, respect, and love. I would say if you and those kind of all correlate with each other, right? If you truly love somebody, you're going to be honest with them, and if you are honest with them and you love them, you're going to respect them, right? So I would say if you could do 3 things and just focus on those 3 things: love people, be honest with people, and respect people.
Copy. It's a beautiful message.
That's where I'm at, man. That's where I'm trying every day. I'm not perfect, but thankfully God is good, and His grace runs, bro. You're
not lying. All right, that's all the time we have. My name is Amada God, Nathan the Reaper Rivera. I'm gonna go soak in an ice bath.
Yeah, eat some tacos or something.
I'm fucking
hungry,
tired.
bro.
I just got wrestled. Fucking choke Johnny out though. One win that time.
How we do it.
All right, y'all. Till next time. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Next fight, I will. If it's close.
Come on.
Because you be want to fight
I know,
fucking
all over.
Antarctica,
All
then
over,
Nevada,
bro. Canada.
then Ohio. Can't be going all those places. Nah, but next fight, if it is close, I definitely will come.
And let's jump on here again right after I announce the next one, and then we'll chop it up. We'll break down the opponent or something.
Have the shit already ready.
Come on, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
Fucking minutes. Thank you, man. I appreciate
Absolutely,
you for coming.
bro. Absolutely.
Nathan Rivera.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all, man.